Monday here, and I really like to show my t-shirt here because I have a couple of really cool Marvel t-shirts. I love the ones that says Marvel on it, and that is like the Avengers under here, but it's just big red text in Marvel. Because obviously right now we're gonna watch The Reflection. This is the new anime made by no other than Stan Lee, the man behind, of course, Spider-Man, and it's too dark now. It's really late here, and I didn't know that anime would come out today, and I completely forgot about it, to be honest. But behind that painting, which is very dark, their painting, that's too better for me. Yeah, that's better in the camera. That painting has Avengers, X-Men, and so on. Next one here is Captain America, which of course Stan Lee did actually create because Captain America was in the 30s. However, though, Stan Lee did the Avengers, and it's issue 4 in the Avengers where Captain America joins them and Hulk leaves, which will resurrect. So he pretty much made the modern Captain America. You know, that's pretty much written by Stan Lee. So, but anyway, we're gonna watch The Reflection now. I thought about it in my summer review thing. It's an anime made by Stan Lee. It looks kind of fugly though, so we'll see. But I hope it's good because I mean I'm a huge fan of Stan Lee, obviously, and also Stan Lee loved games. I loved that when I was like a kid, but I was like 20, and I watched a clip with Stan Lee talking about video games. It's like playing comics. Of course, it's amazing. And I was like, yes, Stan Lee, you get it, Stan Lee. So anyway, 3, 2, 1, and go. I hope it's good. I hope this is good because obviously, as I say again, Stan Lee is one of my idols, one of my biggest idols. It means a lot to me. Even though obviously they do everything, but still the man behind most of the Marvel characters, the man behind X-Men, Avengers, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and so on. Modern Captain America, yeah. You know, the list goes on. The list is huge. Of course, all the arts like Jack Kirby's done a lot, Steve Ditko and so on, but still, Stan Lee is the man, right? Usually, and does all the cameos, appears in all the movies, right? But anyway, yeah, still nothing happening in the anime. Nothing to react to. I don't know. It's kind of like a weird art of it. I think it's written by Stan Lee and done in Japan. So I think he is the man doing the writing, doing the script, the main, and someone's animating it in somewhere in Japan. I think. It might be Korea, but it's not the Korea. But I think it's Japan. So kind of anime done by Stan Lee, right? So now they're doing this half classic thing where they're sending away. It's an ancestral thing, I think it is, right? You send away this thing to like worship the ancestors or thank your ancestors on the ocean. Okay, so it's finally that. Yeah, some schoolgirls talking about it. Yeah, this is about right people commenting on it. The art is very comic-ish. It's like when it looks very like American comics on the frames here when they're not speaking as well. It's very like panel-wise style. Okay, America. They're watching something on their phone there, and it's America apparently. Like Godzilla is America. I don't know. But yeah, it has a very comic look to it. American comic look to it. I don't have any comic books next to me here, but like the panel wise. This is the opening? It's music at least. There's no voice, just beat. Yeah, I guess this is opening. Maybe. Okay, yeah, then America, all it's New York and all the showing the American flag there. And it's like Man-Bat fighting, I don't know, the Prowler, I guess. Pretty good song, actually. Like a frozen American flag there. It's very stylish, this anime. Yeah, it's like it definitely looks like you're looking at a comic book that's animated. So it feels kind of stiff. But at the same time, it feels very stylish. It's hard to explain in a way. Well, it's more like, is this good or bad? I can't tell. Is this good or bad? I can't tell. I like it. I love comics. I'm a huge Western comic book as well, and anime manga, but yeah, that feels kind of funny though. How the energy from his like rockets, this kind of like a Iron Prowler guy fighting Toad. Yeah, this could be like a panel from a classic like 70. That's the thing though. I mean, it looks more like the 70s or 60s, right? It doesn't look like it's, you know, it looks comic book, but it's not comic book for the modern comic books because they don't look at it anymore at all. Like the character design, the panels, looks, and so on. This is not how they draw Marvel in 2010s, right? It's more like how they did in the 60s, 70s. I would say probably 70s it feels primarily. That's one thing though. But I love how American it is. Like they have the American flags all the time here, yeah. All these things are American flags. There's a lot of American flags here. Just a lot of them, right? It's just crazy. Just a lot of American flags. Okay, it's a reporter. And it's like Lewis Lane or something. Oh my god. It's like super. It's supposed to be like classic, very classic American comics. I don't know. There's someone else fighting though. It's like a skull in water there. Is it still opening? Because no text here. Yeah, like, what is like 3-minute opening? Or is this the actual opening? It's like a few panels here of names. So far though, it's like zero story. But I guess it's about the heroes or something. So they have made Stan Lee create some kind of Marvel universe. Shine animated characters. Their reflection. Okay, that's the opening then? Like 10 seconds of text. I guess you're finally gonna have a storyline now. And this could be like a frame, right? From well, I guess the coloring is too modern, but yeah, he's like energy from his back and feet. Those feel very 60s, 70s. They don't feel very modern, right? They look kind of like almost fugly on purpose. Yeah, terrorists attack it. There's a kind of toad guy there. Yeah, it's like Man, Bat, and Toad fighting. I guess Iron Man, but he looks more like the Prowler, but like Iron Man Prowler. He looks like straight out the comic books. Okay, so they're doing this kind of meta joke there. It's like straight out of the classic comics. What is happening now? What is happening now? What? Like everything is being redrawn. This kind of weird space stuff. Yeah, and it's the music again here. Like seriously, what happened? All the screens changed from like American flags to like planets. But it's weird because it kind of draw. That wouldn't be how it happened. It would be swap like that. Wouldn't it go like that? It's camouflage itself. Well, yeah, and there's this pow behind them, it's sap. Okay, this is really freaky now. What? Yeah, they're fighting and the explosion is happening right behind him on the screens. So the screens... Okay, that was flags again. So the screens are reacting to these kind of Iron Man guys or what? Oh, this is confusing. This is seriously confusing. Another frog got really fat or something. They got stuck there. They got stuck in the hole, like in the potluck, but... Oh yeah, and it says go... That looked really cool though. It said go on the screen behind him, and then when he jetpacked away there, or jetpacked, but shoot packed, whatever, energy boost, repeller boost in the foot, the girl screen exploded and got like smoke, so that was cool. Yeah, some kind of water guy, I guess. Reminds me of Mr. Freeze because he has the skull head in the... Yeah, it's a lot of Mr. Water, I would call this character. I hope he's called Mr. Water. Fighting, I don't know, a guy with an X on his face. It's like a red version of this guy from Speed Racer. Isn't this called X Racer? Okay. Suddenly, another villain gets in the reporter. This is extremely action-packed, but I get nothing because you started fighting him. Yeah, it's like... it's like there's no... Okay, she also has power. She can teleport, I guess. Nice. Nanda? Or did he do it? He got stabbed by water. It's always kind of weird how someone can stab someone with water. Yeah, she can teleport for sure. Or is he doing it? But I guess it's herself. Okay, so it's fighting the tentacle guy. Did he copycat his abilities, maybe? Oh, did he cut his arm off? Maybe, because he's like water, so I don't think he did it. Yeah, that guy is like living water. He's Mr. Water, right? So, he's calling him Mr. Water. Okay, so he's dying now because he destroyed his suit. So he probably can't contain himself. He has to have some kind of water, suit that contains water. No, he goes, yeah, so this guy has copycat. Definitely. Copycat power. It's like Mimic. And suddenly muscling up. Yeah, he has a Mimic power for sure. Some random guy there in the background lying on the ground. It's like well, he's an X because he can just replicate all powers. It's an identity, it's just X. Yeah. This is definitely like a panel from a comic book. This as well, yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like they have this screen sometimes where it's just like, okay, a fire endower appeared suddenly, or fire starts naming the village. Yeah. It's like a female, so yeah. This is a bad or a good person? Okay, it's melted down on the ground. Okay, that's the way to escape. You can't fly if you fire powers. You just go down. The Russian ninja? Was that a ninja? Yeah, Mr. Water is dying here. Poor guy. He probably needs to do robbery so he can save his watering wife and himself, right? From the water thing. That's what I'm gonna believe. Fuck a guy, seem to be whatever. He's good. Yeah. Okay, so he's partner with flying. Yeah. Okay, they're freelancer heroes, I suppose. This song is pretty good though, and I guess like bulky mech guy, he's like controlling the song or something, and or like the American screens behind him. I guess. Sky Show. Yeah, now they changed the screens again here. Sky Show. Is he doing this? It's so weird. This thing is weird. It's like an alien. Oh yeah, so like a bat. It even has the screeching attack here, right? Very classic bat thing. So it's definitely like a high-tech man-bat alien guy. And now the screens split. This is weird. This thing is so weird. Yeah, I guess he, I like comment. I guess it's what you expect. He's a bat, so he can use bat powers. Yes. But it's really strange. It's TV screens behind them. So now they're American flag, half of them, and they have this splitting switch of sky show people in between. It just makes it so weird. I can't understand how I'm thinking here. Okay, we don't make this new anime and make it look cool, and it's like we have this thing. The plan thing was cool, but this thing is just freaky. Okay. What? His helmet destroyed, and either got hit by his own waves, or that guy waved him and it was like he died or something. I don't know. Well, at least they're in New York, which is of course everything else happened in Marvel. So yeah, that stands this breeding ground, New York. Yeah, who's this guy? What's his name? Roboto? Ah, me! Okay, I am just me. Yeah, that's good. I am me. Thank you. Robot man. He probably can chase it behind. I'm Guy! Yeah, he can control, obviously, he can control the squeeze. It must be him, right? That's like, yeah, because that was nice. It's like, I am Guy, and it makes the screen behind him change. I did I Guy! Best name ever. Yeah, it's possible mistake, so we're gonna fix the timing here. It's kind of funny because I always thought the freezing was on purpose because it's exactly the same time as I said I Guy. So then I timed it later. I actually live in LA. Okay. Yeah, he's the one controlling the TVs behind him. Okay, he was doing the Sky Show playing. Well, yeah, like. And she's still after. Can she teleport up here though? She has some kind of teleporting powers. Maybe they can only go in the same amplitude as she is. She can go up and down. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she can go maybe fall down perhaps, but. Yeah, now she goes teleporting forward, but I guess she can't go up then. Well, maybe she can, but it's a very short distance. She teleports like just a few meters, so. Yeah, trying to follow him. And this must be a truck so early taking Mr. Water. Frog guy, I think that is. Let's call him Toad. Escape? It's coming on my mind, yes. I'm so calm. Because they will save me soon, yes. Fire another guy, maybe. Okay, a woman with a kind of weird. Oh, she's killed him. Nice. That was a nice scene, yeah. It's kind of weird circle ability. Okay, she saved Man-Bat thing in a second. Tackle a guy. Frog guy is pissed off. Probably kill him now. Okay, so the reflected is people with powers. Reflected people with powers, yeah, the reflection, yeah, that's people with powers. That's a mutant, something like that. Yeah, that woman looked really strong. Yeah, she stands up there. Classic Gorgoloy, and there comes fire flying. Steel ruler. She's the reflected. Yeah, we have the powers. Well, kanske was inte lite leadern. Kanske dragon, I would guess. Sort of the front. And she can control stone also or something? Or maybe, I don't know. The gargoyle's alive. Okay, so they've in Baltimore. This looks like a classic room though, in a college character room. Sure. I guess. Peter Parker room kinda. Yeah, she's like a Peter Parker, right? Running around there, taking photos of superheroes and so on. Yeah, Ay Guy, that was the best name ever. Ay Guy. Okay, third year of reflection. That's how you get powers. Okay, so the whole sky got green or something? Yeah. So it's a Terrigan mist maybe in Marvel pretty much, I guess. And some people will develop powers. Yeah, so the reflection is obviously the background, how they got the powers. Yeah, they're reflected. If you saw the sky, the power something like that, yeah. Like she then. Okay, she might be searching for people generally with powers like her, more than just being a reporter. Looks more like a classic who murdered this guy, yeah. Exxon. I mean, he had an X, so that could be his name, Exxon. There he is actually, whoa, okay. Exxon. That's a... I mean, some pants are like straight out of a comic book, yeah. If it's like either she or Exxon is the main character, I guess. Here we see the reflection cover in the sky. In the ending, I think this is. This is a flashback or the ending, but I guess the next episode is a flashback. No, it's a flashback. What? Because I had a song and so on, I guess. If you see. Song with the wedding ring there. Yeah, the sky got... Sorry, the sky got green, yeah. No, this is the ending, yeah. Some girls dancing. This was weird, like I said, it was weird. This was different. Stan Lee made something different here. This was like a comic book with panels sometimes, and then they had... Yeah, animation, kinda. Was it good or bad? I don't know. Like it wasn't that good, to be honest. It's kind of weird, yeah. Like, it did not really drive me in though as a starting. I don't really know where it went from here. Den är inte hållbar till utdelningar. Det finns ett preview istället. Det här var superlång, okej, också en preview. Okay, I'm missing öl. Oh god, I'm confused. Okay, let's do a review. Let's do a review of the Reflection episode 1. First impression. Yeah, a lot of super weird to watch. Super weird. It felt like I was watching. How would I say it? Like a comic book, you know, like not 60s, but more like 70s-ish. I would say, graphic-wise, 70s panels. So a lot of the characters were still frame panels of like, looking at this thing. Yeah, a lot of those things, and it happened for a lot of time. So that was just kind of lazy. I mean, it felt like this episode 25 minutes, but it felt it spent like at least 4 minutes on that alone. So a lot of seconds come out with that. So that's kind of weird. It looked kind of cool. Sometimes looked really cool though. It felt like someone was showing me panels from a comic book. You know, I'd have to do my own page swapping. It kind of went like bam, bam, bam. So that was really cool. But at the same time, I really didn't like this eye guy kind of thing. And then people say, "Oh, should you like Western comics as well as anime and so on?" Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, I'm not a big fan of this thing because when he was flying and had like the energy rocket behind his boots, they gave him this kind of weird drawing, which is like the energy is pouring out of the leg like this kind of weird shape, very hard aligned shape, and that's how you kind of do it in the 60s, 70s, or even earlier, and then you can stop doing that and you make it more, you know, spirally, more energy light, right, and so on, and it doesn't look like that because everyone knows that it doesn't look like that, right? And if you do classic Iron Man, yeah, it might have this kind of weird edged paneled thing from his boots, his repeller boots, so on. In the back in the 60s and so on, but that's because the standards weren't that high, right? Like, it's kind of weird. So a throwback to that. It's kind of nice, but at the same time, it looked really funky. Really did. It was cool sometimes, most of it was cool. The fight, however, though, generally was pretty cool. When he's controlling the screens, that was really badass. He changed it into like this move. When he changed the thing into this kind of weird planet thing. But it was weird too because he didn't like swap the TV screens. He made him like panel swap like that, and then he made like squares appearing in them instead of just like, you know, changing the page. So that was really weird, and he has a kind of technical powers, I guess. And that was pretty cool. The general problem though with this episode was that it didn't really like establish her in the end there. I think I'd rather have someone talking more about the reflection. I think actually the problem is that the fight was too long. So they fought for a very long time, and it was pretty cool fights, but it probably spent 20 minutes fighting, it felt like. Because they just talked about the reflection the last few minutes, and we saw her getting back home. We see the lady with kind of weird, sharp, taking thing and killing people and so on. I guess the timing as well. But generally it felt like it probably could be quicker, so again more of the reflection and more about her. I don't like... This goes for anything, it doesn't matter, you know, it's Western, Eastern, whatever. European, doesn't matter. It's just, I'm a big fan of not really establishing like not just a main character, but a set of characters the first episode. I want to feel something that I am emotionally attached for some reason to someone, or at least maybe emotionally attached. But okay, this person I'm gonna follow. Didn't like it, but maybe I will like it. So yeah, like, so on. So I guess she's the main character, or Exxon's the main character, but she only had her very brief thing there in the end for the last few minutes. And before January though, so but it felt like she should have more screen time. Maybe Extra should have more screen time. I don't know. It felt like they used. I think they had the eye guy fight for too long, and that's how I feel about it. That fight was started with flying into the glass and so on. Yeah, that fight was probably like 15 or so minutes of the whole episode. Right, the fight was way too long. I think it was really cool at some moments, but also there was a problem there because it was so long. The general fight was definitely longer than 10 minutes, and because that length, and even if it had like 2-3 really badass moments, or I mean minutes of those not really badass, the other 7 minutes or whatever wasn't that good, and that kind of devalued the whole battle. So it's better to have just like very excellent. If they had, to have more tighter. I think that's my main issue with it. Yeah, not much to say really, because they were fighting a lot, and yeah, not much story, right? That's a problem. Not much story on that though. Animation wise, yeah, as I mentioned, sometimes it felt really brilliant, and sometimes it felt like it's just ugly. It's kind of fugly in a good way. Yeah, it's like, but it's definitely on purpose though. So might like with the screen thing, that was really cool. So they might make it really badass. Like they might make more of that with the reflection. And actually, the whole reflection thing when we saw the sky being green and so on, that also looked pretty cool. So it feels like they have some really good like ideas. So it might be really good using this kind of classic 70s, 60s comic book style into these kind of animated versions. It might be really badass overall, but I don't know. I didn't feel it the whole battle was good. It was a cool battle when they fight and he like cut off the person, and I'm stuttering also, you know. But yeah, I'm lost of words on this anime in a way because I have a hard time saying if it's good or bad. It felt kind of mediocre, I guess, to be honest. And I'm just like, huh. And then I watched a couple of scenes that was kind of weird. I felt like, huh. Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, a lot of that moments. And also then, because we didn't learn anything about whatever main character or main evil guys we have, I also can't really say, oh, this main character, she's really awesome. Okay, it's like a random girl with red hair, they could teleport. And she had like 1-2 minutes of screen time. So, we only has a mimic guy. It's a pretty cool power, I guess. Could be the best power to have. Usually it's a very high, strong power that you can mimic other people. But we don't know anything about his personality. He's a good guy. So, yeah. I will not really get. That was kind of weird that it was kind of like, yeah, the reflection. She was like, we are the reflection, the bad leader, or like the wise bad leader. And then you see everyone else is like, oh, reflection, something happened to everyone when they had the sky become green. And then it's like, well, so the reflection isn't just her, or like her team of misfits. It's actually everyone, but most people didn't get any good powers, or they don't care, they don't get good with crime. That's kind of, or like the Murlocs, or like the ugly, fugly reflection people that are hidden away or something. And also, is he a robot or something? It felt like reflection was supposed to be making them mutate or something. So how would you develop technology? Or did you get like technology, power brain or something? I don't know, yeah, it felt like a lot of, you left me with a lot of question marks. Didn't feel like it started off anything good there. But it was unique at least, definitely. It looked weird. It looked like they animated like 70 comics. Yeah, so it was definitely special. I guess I need to watch more, and I mean, I'm gonna watch more, of course, maybe because I'm a huge fan of Stan Lee, but I am gonna watch more and give it another chance. I do feel that I want to watch at least one more episode, regardless if it was Stan Lee, just to watch, like, hopefully get her flashback or something, her backstory, or extra backstory, something like that. I want to know like something about the characters here. So yeah, but I personally liked it though, and it wasn't like I was like, oh my god, who is this character? It's more like, I guess I want to know. Yeah, it's more like sometimes see a character if I really want to watch more, so I can know who this person is. She seems really interesting, and I really want to watch this episode. This is more like, I guess I watch this. I guess I want to know. Yeah, it's more like, I guess I want to know. I don't have to know, but if I don't watch next episode, I wouldn't kill myself. Eventually. But I'm like, I need to know it. But I would be like, I want to know it. But other series, it might be they don't tell you the main character or the side character is really good in the beginning, but it still feels like, wow, they look so cool, they have a really good personality, very interesting, chemistry between or something, whatever. So I want to watch, I want to get it, but yeah. Here's more like, I want to, but I don't really need to, so I'm gonna do it, but it's not like I feel like, yes, it's like, I guess I will do it. So I guess I'll see you next week, and have a great day.